today we are going to discuss another true crime. Actually, we each have one, so two true crime.
Two true crimes.
Two true crime. True crime number 2.
True.
Okay. Thank you, bye. Hello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up.
Can you keep up with the true crime? I can't. There are so many stories out there. Like, seriously.
They're so bad. It's always hard to find one. And then you start reading it and you're like, do I really want to talk about that?
I get like halfway through and I'm like, never mind. I think I'm going to choose another one.
Yeah.
And then I get so into it that I forget.
That you're doing research and you're just like reading and you're not writing. Yeah, I do the same shit. I'm going to say now that it is storming outside. So if you hear I almost said if you hear a lightning bolt. If you hear, I don't think you'll hear
thunder, rain.
If you hear thunder, rain, that's what that is. It's in the background. It's fine.
A little spooky, creepy background for a spooky, creepy episode.
Are they creepy though? They're just kind of
eerie and
awful.
Ew. Yeah, horrible. Okay, they're horrible. Warning. I mean, true crime
I was about to do a warning because the person I chose is Robert Hansen, the butcher baker.
I think I've heard of this.
I don't know. But rape is involved. So if you don't want to hear about it, I do not go into detail. I will just say the word. You can read the detail if you need to on the Googles, but I'm not going into detail.
Yeah, mine also involves that, so I won't either. But both stories do involve that. We're just warning you right now.
Trigger warning for rape.
Yeah.
And I mean awful horribleness because these people fucking suck.
No good, very bad people.
Okay, Robert Hansen. He was actually born Robert Christian Hansen, February 15th, 1939. He was born in Esterville, Iowa. It sounds like Winchesterton, Fieldville. Yeah. Okay. His father owned a bakery, and he was very, 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 very strict. Like, very strict. He would yell at him, call him worthless. He would make him work, like, as a child, like, before high school, like, make him work extremely long hours. And old Bob, he was left-handed. And his dad would force him to only use his right hand.
I heard that happened a lot back in the days.
What the fuck is that? Like, it's
especially...
It's part of a torture, essentially, because, like, literally right now, I'm right-handed. And you are too, right?
Yeah. But two of my kids are left-handed. So is my mom, my grandma was. And I remember them saying that years ago, like, teachers would prefer the kids to write. Like, they would almost force them to.
That's insane. Like... Just try right now to never use that right hand. What's normal? Anyway, he didn't get along with him, obviously. Lots of fights, lots of arguments. He would kind of do things to piss him off, but then he would regret it later, because he would... It never said he abused him, though, so I don't know. I think it was more psychological. He got made fun of a lot as a child. He had a really, really bad stutter.
I bet it's because he was yelled at so much.
Probably. And he had acne. Like, I'm not talking about, like, okay, we have pimples. You know, we're a preteen at this point.
Stuff,
No, this is, like, severe. Like, severe amounts of acne. He became very shy and insecure. He had no friends. He was a loner. Like, literally not one friend this boy had. High school was even worse for him. He would always try to, like, talk to girls, and, you know, obviously, pretty girl, go talk to him.
I'll bake you a cake or something.
They would make fun of him. They would reject him. They would make fun of his acne a lot, like the scars on his face, because I guess it was pretty
like
gnarly.
Cystic, maybe.
But, like, they would make fun of him. Like, it was bad. Like, very, very, very bad. He actually had the whole, like, the reason he did all of this, he claims, because obviously in the end he was caught, he claims that it's because the children in high school and grade school, the girls made fun of him.
Wow.
That is why. Like, he developed this, like, ball of rage within him and, like, took it out. It's fucking, what?
Wow.
He wanted vengeance. He wanted revenge on all of these girls, these little girls. I think at some point, he was still in high school. He had realized, like, this isn't healthy. Like, I'm not okay. So he took up hunting. He became an avid hunter.
Wonderful.
Like, very, 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 very good hunter. Like, I don't think I can express that enough. Like, very good hunter at a very young age. It didn't matter the weapon, bow and arrow, shotgun. I don't know any other gun you use for hunting, but you get my point. Like, very, very avid avid, right? Thank you. It made him feel powerful.
Like a weird word, avid.
In his head, he would play out the fantasies of, I guess, killing the girls. The girls would be the deer or the whatever the hell he was hunting. He's in Iowa, so it's not like they have exotic animals or anything like that. Like deer, fox. I don't know what you hunt in Iowa. I have no idea. So, but he would play these fantasies out in his head. Like, it would help him take rage out killing these animals. Which, I mean, red flag? You know, like...
I guess it could be a healthy outlet if you have that and don't want to act on it, but...
I feel like it's a healthy outlet until you bring fantasies into them.
Right. Yeah.
Like, thinking about...
Yeah, because if you're a hunter, you're not doing it out of rage. You're not...
Right, you're doing it to put food on the table. Like...
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what most people hunt for, I think. I don't know. My family hunts. I don't know. But, okay. Now we're getting into... After high school, in 1956, words don't work today. In 1957, so this is the 50s, girl. He graduated high school, and then he enlisted in the Army Reserve. He thought that would help him, like, he essentially knew he had a problem. Like, he did the hunting.
It's like he was trying to structure himself.
Exactly, and I think it did work for a while. He was doing really good. There's parts in this story where he is doing good, but then it's just like, I guess that feeling, that rage always resurfaces. No matter what. I think rage resurfaces. You can't suppress it. Like, it's impossible. He became a skilled marksman in the Army Reserve.
Dang.
Because he was so good at hunting. Like, he trained himself. And everything I read was just him. Nobody taught him. He taught himself.
Wow.
All of this. A year later, he was discharged. I have no idea why. I searched to the end of the moon and back, and I do not know why he was actually discharged. He worked after that, he worked as an assistant as a drill instructor. He did that for almost 3 years. So, I mean, yeah, and he did good for those 3 years. He was great.
Probably he was able to take his rage out in a constructive way.
Yelling at other kids or something. In 1960, he was 21 at this point. He married a local woman that he had actually met while he was in the reserve. I guess they dated for a while, for a couple of years, and then they actually did get married. He lived an okay life. He was doing everything to better his life. He was coming home every day. He everything was on the up and up. But like I just said, that rage kept rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. And he could not let those kids in school go. He is a 21-year-old man at this point.
Wow.
All he could think about is them girls and the kids in high school and grade school making fun of him. Wow. Like, it was like this...
obsession.
It literally became an obsession, yes. He actually convinced another bakery worker, because he still worked at the bakery too, because it's his father's bakery.
Yeah.
So when he wasn't at the Army Reserve, or then again when he wasn't an assistant drill instructor, like the weekends, days off, he still worked at the bakery with his dad this entire time.
Okay.
He actually convinced another bakery worker to help him burn down the school bus garage for the high school.
Wow.
He's 21 years old. Like, he's not a kid anymore. Like, he's a grown-ass man. You know, I mean...
And obviously those girls are not there in the school anymore.
Exactly. Like, I don't...
So, like, that's not a logical solution.
Not at all. Okay. The boy that he confessed, and then he was sent to jail for 3 years. 3 years. Went to jail. There's going to be a pattern here. We go to jail a lot.
Okay.
But we don't... serve our
Learn
sentences.
Our lesson,
No, we don't serve our sentences.
Okay.
He only served 10 months of the sentence, and he got released on good behavior.
Okay.
3-year sentence, 10 months in. That's it. Got released.
Well, yeah, he's away from his triggers, so...
I guess. His wife divorced him while he was in prison. She said, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this. So he was alone. Out again. Not very long after that, he was actually jailed 3 more times for petty theft. Jailed and released. Never sentenced. He was always released, which is kind of weird, but okay. He actually married another local woman, and they decided to get the fuck out of Iowa, and they moved to, are you ready?
Yeah.
Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow, that's a big change.
He wanted to get the fuck away, and he sure as hell did.
Oh, and it's so cold there. You can freeze things.
You can freeze things. That actually is not really part of his story, surprisingly.
I mean,
some things might freeze.
I mean, I'm not a killer or anything, but...
Okay, they moved into a small community. They actually had 2 children together. He opened a small bakery. He was well loved and respected by this community. He was Bob the Baker.
Wow.
Everyone loved him. He actually had I don't remember what it was, like free croissant Fridays, and everyone that came through got a free croissant. Like, he was a very loved, like the happy baker you see in the 60s shows. You know what I mean?
Like he got his fresh start and everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. He was still an avid hunter. He, of course, you've got
Alaskan,
elk and you've got bears and you've got all of this stuff. And he actually set several local hunting records. He was the number one. Won trophies, won contests.
So this guy was an achiever. He was an overachiever.
100%. He got his pilot's license.
Wow.
Because he, like some places he wanted to hunt, you had to fly to.
Oh, wow.
Because we're in Alaska. Like, there's only towns and then no roads. You know what I mean? Like, it's just mountains and hunting grounds,
so
essentially.
So it sounds like this dude, he set a plan and he went for it and he did it.
Yeah,
like every
he
time.
sure as fuck did. He bought a small plane also. I read on one thing it said that he never actually got the permit to fly the plane. He has a license, but no permit, but he still flew it anyway. I don't really know about that. That's a possibility. So he had about a 10-year period where he was cool. He was good.
I got that's a lot of tampons.
He was chill. Stop. Like, he was, I mean, he lived an okay life.
Normal for the most part.
He didn't get in trouble. He ran his bakery.
Yeah.
But, like,
almost like he had forgotten.
I don't think he ever forgot. Are you ready? You ready?
I don't know.
In 1970, the construction of the Trans-Alaskan pipeline, not popline, pipeline. The Alaskan pipeline started. We're going to build that bitch. This brought thousands of people to Anchorage to help work on it. The city got bigger, more stuff to do, more, all these people are coming, and this is a how many year project. It's not just a 1 year thing. You know what I mean? So we built bigger hotels. We built bigger this. We went that. We also got drugs and sex workers.
Right.
They came along with the pipeline. 70s. Literally. In 1971, he was arrested 2 times for the abduction. Are you ready? The abduction and attempted rape of a housewife, and then again for raping a prostitute.
Wow.
Arrested and released.
This was after doing so well for all these years.
Yes.
Then all these new people come to his area.
He started frequenting the local strip clubs. Like, he would almost stalk these women. Just watch him and see what they do.
He's still married.
And if you think about it,
at this point,
if you think about it, these people don't fucking stay in Alaska.
Right.
They come, the pipeline's there. I'm going to go there for a year, get all my
visitors,
money.
Workers,
Like, I'm going to do the good shit, and I'm going to come back to Texas or Iowa.
He might not see him again.
It's the perfect, like, no one's going to know they're missing because they're in Alaska.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he did. He got arrested 2 times. 2 times. And for the abduction and attempted rape of a housewife, and then again for raping a prostitute. He served 6 months total for that. Wow. He got another, I think it was a 3-year sentence, served 6 months. So now this is 2 times. He has gotten sentences and only served an 1/8 of them. Okay? So we have our brain now works as, I've been arrested, I've been put in prison, but I never served my sentence. So I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm never going to serve time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like this, you get away with it so many times, your brain actually believes I can do whatever. I'm going to get away with it.
You're invincible, yeah.
After his short prison sentence, the strip clubs I talked about was constant. Like, he would still run the bakery. He has a wife and 2 children, too.
Right, that's what I was wondering if he's
a wife and 2 children. He still has this, and he's still apparently a loving father.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I did read where his wife took a lot of trips back to the States for her family, like saw her sister, saw her mother. So I don't know if that's when he did a lot of these strip clubs, right? Okay, so now we're turning. We're going to the big bad now. Like,
there's a shift.
Well, the shift is, it's kind of like the petty theft and all of that stuff. I never really fucking understand.
Yeah.
I also read where he got,
it doesn't go with his.
No, he got arrested also for stealing a chainsaw. Stealing a chainsaw, he got arrested for.
So he's a little klepto too. But
like, it doesn't make sense. Like, none of this makes sense. Okay, so we're going to kind of do a time jump.
Okay. And
then we're going to go back.
Okay.
Okay, so we were just in 1970. We just got out of our little 6-month prison stint. We're going to jump to June 13th, 1983. So we're jumping 13 years. Okay? A 17-year-old girl, her name was Cindy Paulson. She was found running down 6th Avenue, handcuffed and completely barefoot. She told the police she was held hostage by a man with a stutter. He told her he would give her $200 for oral sex. When she got in his car, hell yeah, okay, baby, that's a night. That's a night. When she got in his car, he held her at gunpoint. He took her to his house. His wife and children, during this one only, because there's a lot of women involved. This is actually the final one. Okay. The wife traveled a lot, but he also had a secondary location that I don't know if it was a cabin or what, but in this instance, it was his house, to the basement of his house. He chained her around her neck in the basement, where he repeatedly raped her, tortured her, did not kill her. He would take naps on his couch in front of her in between.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'll be back, boo-boo. Like, right in front of her. Just go take a nap on the couch and then go back to it. The next day, he told her, I have an airplane. We're going to fly to my cabin in the woods where I hunt. He called it in the bush because, Alaska, we're in the bush. The next day, he got up, got her ready, cuffs and all, cuff around her neck. I'm assuming like a big cuff. Like, yeah. I'm like doing an action with my hands, but like, somehow she got away. He was getting the plane ready, and this bitch said, see it. She actually was smart enough. She had enough, in the way that woman had have been feeling in that moment, she had enough brains to take her shoes off so a piece of her was left.
Wow.
Like, she remembers doing that, taking her shoes off so that they can put me here, because she's a prostitute. Or,
yeah.
I know we're not supposed to say that anymore. She was a sex worker.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't know the words. I'm not trying to be mean. She actually, once the truck driver found her, she had asked to go to a hotel, where he then called the police, and the police came to her at the hotel. She described Hansen to a T, but he was not arrested.
Wow.
He was not arrested right away. He was questioned. They brought him in because, of course, like, you're Bob the baker. Like, the cops know you. So he was questioned by the police, who was his bud, Yeah. And all he said was, she was a lying prostitute trying to extort money from me. Those were quotes. Those were his words. He actually said those words. He had more credibility than a sex worker. Yeah. So they let him go. They said, okay, have a great day. That was the last one, like I said. He did this to many, many, many women. The same exact story.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I go on here in a minute about how many, but, like, that was his final. That was the one that has the most detail, because obviously
they caught her.
She lived.
She
lived to tell the tale. Nobody else came forward, and so many of them died.
Wow. So he actually murdered some of them then?
Yes. He actually murdered many of them.
Oh.
She was lucky because she got away. So what happened was, okay, some of these women were just raped and let go. He would take them back to town and scare them, threaten their lives, you know what I mean? Like, if you ever tell anybody, I'll find you and I'll kill you, or something along those lines. The way I understood it is, during the rape, if they fought, he would load them in the plane, take them out to the cabin. There was no cabin in the middle of the bush.
Oh, wow.
He would hunt them. He would say, you're free, and literally hunt them like animals.
Oh, wow.
And leave them lay, and they would be found years later.
So he'd leave them there, though. He'd
leave them. He did not touch their...
When I first
Some of them... Okay, but wait. Some of them actually just froze to death. Like, you couldn't find them, and they just froze to death. Because you're in the... You had to take an airplane to get here.
Yeah.
It is the middle of Alaska, and, like, the deepest part of their winter. There's no getting out.
That's where his plane came in.
Some of those. Trophies were taken. I'll kind of describe those here in a little bit. So pieces of them were... taken.
That's what I was wondering.
But the most of the body, he just let them lay. They just laid.
Okay.
So, okay. Detective Glenn Floth. Don't know. He had been on the trail of a serial killer for years. He knew, I mean, these bodies start popping up. And, you know what I mean? But he had no idea who. He had no fucking clue who. Well, okay. The first body did not appear until 1980.
Oh, wow.
His first killing was apparently in 1971.
Wow, that's
so
a
they
long
laid
time.
there for that long. But you have to think how nothing is out there.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's so cold. It's just frozen.
Exactly.
Animals
Like,
aren't going to smell it. Probably it's not.
some of them were destroyed by animals.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but like 10 years it took him.
Yeah.
But all these people are going missing. He knows he had something on his hands. He didn't know who, what, when, where, or why, who was, but he had something.
Especially Bob the Baker.
I want to say Bob the
I
Baker.
know.
Not the right time. Detective Floth worked with John Douglas. Do you know who John Douglas is? You don't know who John Douglas is. He created criminal profiling. Like Criminal Minds, BAU, all of that, like the actual profile they create to catch a criminal. Like he is one that started it all. He did all of it. His profile, he did a profile for Detective Floth. He did a profile and it came back and this is what the profile stated. He is an experienced hunter who would have kept things of his victims. He would keep trophies of them, okay? He might have a stutter, and he would have a history of women rejecting him. The profile that was just given to Professor McGonagall. Professor McGonagall. Okay.
Detective Floth.
The profile that was given to Detective Floth, Paulson's testimony, and the fact that Hansen had an airplane was enough reason to get a warrant. That was it. That's all he needed to get a warrant. And he got the warrant to search his home. They found trophies of the women. It's so bad. They found body pieces. You know how you would like hang a deer head.
Yeah.
But I never didn't see heads. It was like
his wife not.
It was in his locked basement.
Wow.
It was like a man cave situation. Yeah.
Wow. She never hollered down like, "Honey, dinner's ready." Or,
I'm sure she did, but I don't think she ever went down there.
Gosh.
I don't think.
Wow.
The gun that matched some of the gunshot wounds in the bodies that he had found, and they found a map. The map was actually found hidden behind his headboard of his bed. So the minute they found it, they're like, "Oh, this is something good," you know. It was marked with 24 tiny X's, tiny red X's. 12 of those X's are where they had already found bodies. That's where he did it. That's where he hunted them.
Wow.
He actually confessed. He went in. He confessed to murdering 17 women and raping 30.
Wow.
Over a 12-year period.
A whole dozen years. Years and a lot of jelly donuts. Sorry, that's really
Baker?
bad. Yeah.
Oh, I guess Baker does do donuts, don't they? He was only charged for 4 of the murders. 4 murders.
Wow.
In exchange for his help in finding all the bodies.
What?
Yes. But don't worry. Don't worry. He got 461 years in prison with no parole.
That's more like it.
5 bodies were never found to this day. All the rest they did find. There were 5 that were never found. They're just assuming...
Did he chop them up and put them in his bakery?
No.
Oh, man. I thought that's where this was going.
No, but good.
My first thought was...
Your brain is turning to the criminal mind, like the bad
I hear
stuff.
Alaska, I'm like, oh, he can freeze the bodies outside, no problem.
not
And then
like
I hear
that.
Baker, and I'm like, oh, he's going to put the pieces, and he's going to serve them to people.
If he did, it's not a knowledgeable thing.
Okay.
It's not on the internet, so it's not on the Googles or the DuckDuckGos.
That's where my brain went. So.
In 2014, he died at 75 years old in prison.
Good. Okay. God,
So
that's horrible, though. That's...
So he gone.
Someone screaming?
It sounds kind of like I'm going to say hyena or coyote out there. I don't know which one's terrorizing
Could be
your
my
house.
coyote. I'll have to go check.
Okay, sorry. It was definitely a tiny hyena. Okay. There is a movie about this if you would like to go watch it. It is called The Frozen... Say the words right, damn it. The Frozen Ground. It's from 2013, and John Cusack plays Bob the Baker.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really freaking good, actually. The movie is. He did very well, but John Cusack does a lot of things very good. So, a lot of different roles. But, yeah, so that's Bob the Baker.
Bob.
Actually, he was the Butcher Baker is what they named him. I hate it when they name him. They're not supposed to name him, but they always fucking name him.
Yeah, when I heard that, my initial thought was chop, chop, chop and bake the things. Like, I don't know.
I could get that, but no, he actually did not.
And so, no, that I haven't heard that one. I had it mixed up with another one I'd read. Maybe I'll do that one sometime. But anyway.
Okay.
Mine is also about a young man.
It's always a young man.
Yeah. His name was Danny LaPlante. He was, quote, the boy in the walls. You ever heard of him before?
I don't know. I don't know their names until you start talking, and then I can tell you if I've heard it or not. I'm not good with names. Like, even in, like, real life, I'm not good with names.
So Daniel LaPlante was born in 1970 on May 15th. He grew up on Elm Street in Townsend, Massachusetts. Wait a second.
Was he the actual Freddy Krueger?
No. Well, he did some creepy stuff, okay. but no. He did grow up on Elm Street, but this was in Townsend, Massachusetts. He had a hard childhood. He suffered a lot of trauma, mostly his father, like emotional, physical abuse. But then later, he was actually abused by a psychiatrist too. Like, he diagnosed him as hyperactive, but he also abused him. So a lot of his like childhood trauma came from his psychiatrist. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. That's all. I couldn't find
his
a lot of...
His psychiatrist abused, like...
Yeah.
Like, physically?
I don't know. It just said that he abused him, so...
Okay.
So, like, he tried to get help, but it never... Like, they knew something was wrong, obviously, when he was young. They were trying to get him help.
Well, at least they tried, because a lot of people are like, you're fine. Let me just make you use your other hand. We're good.
So, I guess he lived in, a kind of crummy area. It said his surroundings, like his home was surrounded by junk, trash, old cars. But he lived near a very wooded area. So he would, and mind you, this started when he was age 15. Like, that's when they started really noticing stuff. And a neighbor would complain she'd see him escaping into the woods at night, and she was concerned. Like, he'd always go in the woods. Something's wrong. He's always out in the woods. And he was a strange kid anyway. Everybody at school said he was lonely, antisocial. Sometimes he was kind of violent. He was kind of mean. He wasn't kind at all. None of the other students liked him. He didn't get along with people. And the neighbors were concerned about him. But at age 15, he started neighborhood burglaries. So he would break into homes all around the neighborhood. He would steal jewelry, money, just pretty much whatever he could find. Then he turned it into more of like a psychological game. Like, he'd play mind games with them. He'd leave things behind. He'd rearrange things. He'd move things. Like, to kind of just fuck with people. It was more like, I can get away with it, so why not?
So, like, I'm going to set your coffee cup on this table and not that table?
Yeah, like, kind of how, like, when I leave things at your house for funsies.
Are you psychologically fucking with my brain?
Like, I'll take a mug and I'll leave it in her cabinet. And
then like 3 months later, she's like, have you found anything? Because you have said nothing. And I'm like, wait, is it this mug? Because oh my God. Anyway.
I'll hide a crystal in the bathroom or whatever. Yeah, but he would do bigger stuff, like rearrange their furniture and stuff. I don't know.
Wait a minute. He would full ass do a whole feng shui of their house.
Things around and like they would come home.
Do you know how brilliant that is though? Like, if you were, okay, not talking about a serial killer here, literally a burglar who goes in and just rearranges your fucking house. Like, how are you going to know something's missing? Because your bed's not where it used to be.
Like, what happened?
Oh my God, that's a whole nother level.
I saw something one time, I think it was on Facebook, one of those memes or something, was like one of those inconvenience burglaries where they just come in and like steal like all your matching socks or like your toilet paper holder or like things that just inconvenience you. Right. That's kind of what it reminded me of. At first I think it was more fun and games for him. Like, he's like, I can do it, so why not? I'll steal little stuff. Like, but it got worse. So we went on a date with this girl from school named Tina Bowen. This was over Easter break, and when they returned from school...
We're still 15, right?
Yeah, okay. I believe so. When he returned to school from Easter break, I guess there were rumors about him that he'd been accused of rape or something. This is what I read, that the father had heard these rumors and didn't want her to see him anymore. So...
That he was raping... girls. Okay, the boy, not the father.
Yeah, the father had heard that about this boy, so he didn't want his daughter to see her anymore.
Right, yeah.
So I guess, they were not on speaking terms, but he was angry though. So he targeted their house. His next target was their house, but he took it a lot further. I guess he gained access to their home through a very tiny crawl space. I want to say it said like 6 inches or something. Like, how he got in, I don't know. Maybe he dug, I don't know. Tiny crawl space, gained access into their home. Which he'd broken into homes before, but this was different.
Right.
So it started, so the girl and her sister, They lived with their dad. Their mom had passed away, and he decided to take this as an opportunity to psychologically fuck with them, torment them. So the girl and her sister had tried, Ouija boards and seances, trying to, like, connect with their mom, their past deceased mom. And I guess he was, like, in the home watching this. Like, he had found access to behind the walls, peepholes, all kinds of... He was watching them do everything.
Like, for a long time?
For a few weeks.
Oh.
It went on for a few weeks.
Okay.
And, so he'd watch this happen, so he's like, I'm going to fuck with them. And he started doing things like... It said he wrote, like, messages on the kitchen walls with, like, ketchup and mayonnaise. Like, one said, like, I'm in your bedroom. And one said, marry me. Like, just silly things that just kind of mess with them. He'd, like, flip the TV channels and, like, pour out all the alcohol bottles or, like, drink all the milk. Like, silly things.
Okay, so wait. So he was leaving the walls and going into their home. I'm assuming when they're not home.
When they're not home, he would do stuff. But then it sounds like he was sometimes when they were, because, like, they said the TV channels would change and stuff like that.
He would look through peepholes and probably had a remote.
Maybe that could be. Because they said he was, like, impersonating a ghost. So they thought that it was haunted. Well, the dad's like, you girls stop playing around.
Right.
You guys stop pranking each other. He thought it was the girls.
Okay.
But the dad finally realized one day when they came home and their toilet had been used while they were gone. It didn't say if it was the number 1 or number 2, but...
Okay, but, like, could you just not forget to flush? How would that be, like, definitively, like, somebody was in my house, there's a big dookie in my toilet?
It had to be a mess for them to notice. Like,
you know what I mean? Right, because you have daughters. Multiple, right? 2, at least?
2 daughters.
And you, and, like, I mean, I'm sure I forgot to flush before. You know what I mean? So, like...
so I don't know if he,
I wonder if it was, like...
made a big mess
on purpose,
or what.
Yeah,
like, something obvious.
Okay.
Because the dad noticed the toilet had been used while they were gone.
Okay.
So he started searching the house. And this is when he actually found Danny. He was hiding, it said in a wardrobe or closet, but he was like, his face was painted, he was wearing a bunch of weird clothes, and he was holding a hatchet and a wrench. And he was like waiting
just
for him.
Just like chilling in this fucking wardrobe?
Just hanging out in there. So I guess the dad, went up to him and he like cornered them all in a bedroom is what it sounds like. They had them all, holding up his weapons, had them all cornered in this bedroom, but they were near a window. So the girl, Tina, she was able to escape through a window and she ran to get help. Well, at this time, I guess Danny had fled. He just like ran off, right? So she had brought the police back. He was gone. So they didn't have evidence or whatever to like know who it was exactly. But
because his face was painted.
He had
his
face painted and all like he was dressed all funny and weird and like they weren't sure who it was. Okay. So he was gone when they got back. But later they found out that he had gone home. He went to his niece's birthday party that evening. Like he was just living normal life.
Dressed in the full makeup,
I think he changed and everything. Okay. But like from what I read, he went home and just did his normal shit.
So, as of right now, he's just a little stalker.
Yeah.
Who's actually, like, breaching the point of entering homes, but still a stalker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to get weirder, starting to do more strange things.
We start with burglary. Now we're a stalker.
Yeah. They at this point, they can tell he's been living in this wall for, like, 3 weeks.
So, they know this now. The dad knows this.
They haven't confirmed that yet, that he's been living in the walls. But he knows that he's been in his house, and he knows that that's the cause of all the weird activity at this point. But so I guess the family stayed in a hotel that night. They returned the next day to like gather their belongings. The dad came home just to get stuff.
Okay, the day this all happened with the stalking and the coming out and the pooty toilet.
The day of, he went home, did his family birthday party thing. At this point, I don't really think they know who it was.
Right.
But the dad took the kids to a hotel. We're going to stay somewhere safe. The next day, he decides he's probably gone. We'll go back. I'll get the belongings. We'll stay away from the house for a while. But he sees Danny staring at him through the window. So he knows Danny at this point. Like, he knows it's him. He's seeing him through a window, I guess.
The window in his home?
Like, he was back in their home while they were gone.
Waiting for them to come home. So, hold on. Like, Dad's walking up the fucking sidewalk.
And sees him
Danny's standing in the living room window looking at him.
Yeah, that's what I read anyway.
So now we know it's Danny.
Yeah, so now we know it's Danny. So I'm not sure what happened in between there, but somehow the police became involved at this time.
I hope so.
They knew who he was. They were, on his trail, whatever. They came into the house and noticed a family photo when they walked in, was stabbed to the wall, like with a steak knife or something. Oh. And then there was like Sharpie written all over the wall that said things like, "I'm still here, come find me. I will kill all of you," like threats and all kinds of stuff all over the wall. So they know that he's still there, and he's like, "Come get me, boy." Like, whatever. Okay. So they know he's in the house. They just saw him in the window. Right. So they're lurking. They're looking and searching, and I guess they eventually found him. It was the wall behind the bathroom. It was like some kind of like tiny triangular space, like little area behind the wall. Could it be
like where you like access the tub?
Maybe. Like maybe that's what it was.
You know, the pipes.
Yeah, it didn't go into a lot of detail from what but it sounded like a little.
Access the
that
pipes
makes sense.
Yeah.
So that explains how he was getting out of the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, they found him like crouched in there, like hiding in there, I suppose. So that's when they realized things around him, all that he had been living there for a few weeks, I guess, just watching them through his peepholes, through, you know. So he was taken into custody. He was sent to a juvenile center until October of 1987. And then his mother, she refinanced their home, and she came up with the money for his bail. So he got out, moved in with her, and while awaiting his trial, he decided to go back to his shenanigans. He returned to burglary, just neighborhood little, break-ins here and there, stealing random stuff. But then he stole 2 guns from the neighbor's house. And a month later, he broke into the home of the Gustafsson family. And this is where it gets bad.
Wait, are the Gustafssons the first people, or this is a different family? Okay.
Completely different family.
So, so he leaves Tina alone.
Yeah, he's done with Tina. He was just, they're completely unrelated.
Well, it was probably like a hyper-focus, like he was...
Yeah.
She had been his friend, and then all of a sudden wasn't, so fuck you, I'm going to do these things to you. And I don't think, maybe at that point he wasn't ready for rage. Right. That I feel like we're about to see.
He was still just fucking around.
Exactly.
And at this point, I still don't know if he was planning on hurting anyone at first, but he did steal 2 guns.
If he had 2 guns,
he did steal 2 guns. Right. So the first time he broke into the Gustafsson family home, mind you, this is Priscilla Gustafsson. She's a pregnant nursery teacher. Her husband, Andrew, and they have 2 small children, aged 5 and 7. And warning, this is where it gets bad. This is where I was like, I probably shouldn't have done this one because it made my stomach hurt. But he broke in that time, and I guess he just stole things, and then he left. I guess they weren't home. But then another month later, he returned. He wasn't expecting anyone to be home, from what it sounds like, but he did have the gun with him. So I don't know if he...
If you came with a gun, you came with a gun for a reason. I'm just going to put that out there.
Right. And he came back to the same house. So he maybe was something with the mom. Maybe he had an obsession with her. I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah.
But he found that Priscilla had just returned home with her son from daycare. So he told the cops he didn't expect her to be home, but it sounds like he was waiting for her to come home.
That's a lie.
Yeah, so I guess he forced her upstairs to the master bedroom, tied her to the bed. You know what happens after that. He locked her little boy in the closet. And then...
Wait, the closet in the bedroom where he could watch, or a different closet?
I assume it was the same room, but...
That's lovely.
It got worse after that, so... Then the pew-pew... used the pew-pew to...
Pew-pew? Just fucking say gun.
I've already said it. It just... so upsetting.
Why? You have to be able to say these things if you're going to do these cases, honey.
So he did. He shot the mom twice in the head.
And don't thank you, but thank you for saying it. That's awful.
Left
Jesus
her and
Christ.
Then unlocked the little boy from the closet, took him to the bathroom and drowned him. So that's one child, right? The mom and the child. Then the little girl comes home on the bus.
I don't like it.
I know. He does the same. I'm not going to go into detail, but he does the same thing to her. And then he just leaves. He just runs off. And then the dad comes home from work.
He drowned her or shot her. I just want to be...
The mom was shot and the 2 little ones were
drowned.
It sounds like in 2 separate bathrooms.
Wait, so the girl just comes home. Oh, she was like older. She was like 7 or 8.
7. She got off the bus.
Okay, got it.
It sounds like mom gets home from daycare with the little boy, and then the little girl's supposed to be getting off the bus right then.
Oh, and she was pregnant, too.
Yeah, she was also pregnant.
This fucker.
Yeah. So he went from just silly little things to that so fast. And then the dad comes home, and I guess he found the wife, and he just ran. He didn't even look for the kids. He
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But he said because he just had a feeling, he knew that's what he would find, and he didn't want to see it or something. So that was what he told the cops. Like, I saw my wife, and I ran because I didn't want to have to find my kids, and I knew I would. What?
I gotta find my babies.
Right? Later on, the police actually found the gloves and the clothing that he had worn in the woods. I guess it was that night. The police dog found it and tracked back to Danny's house. The clothing was still wet. The gloves were still wet from the Okay, actually, this is the night he returned home like nothing happened, and he went to his niece's birthday party. I said that earlier. I was trying to paraphrase and not look at my notes. This was the night. So this is even worse because...
So wait, he just kills this whole fucking family.
And then goes home.
And then goes home and goes to a niece's birthday party.
After doing that to these kids and then goes to this little girl's birthday. Like, it's nothing. Like, I thought that was weird earlier, but now I'm like, oh, wait, this is much worse. This is where that came in. So, yeah.
Did they diagnose him?
I will get to that in just a minute.
Okay.
So, that night, I guess they didn't have enough evidence to actually go after him that night, but they came back the next day. I don't know what else they got.
Wait, what?
Yeah, how they had this sopping wet, like, clothes and gloves from the woods, and they traced it back to his house, but it said they didn't have enough evidence.
What year was this? Like, I'm going to say the 80s?
19...
I know he was born...
What are we at this point? 70... He was born in 1970, so this was...
It would be like 85? Maybe 15?
The year, where was it?
You don't have the year.
I want to say it was 87.
Okay, so he's 17.
Yeah, 87.
He's 17. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, evidently didn't have enough evidence. So they came back the next day.
I was born that year. Wow, that was ADHD. I'm sorry, go.
But not a killer.
No.
So, they came back the next day, but found he had fled. He was nowhere to be found.
Well, no shit. Right. He was too busy at his niece's birthday party. Like,
gave him a whole 24 hours.
They wanted to allow him to experience the party, and then they decided, let's just let him go to bed. We'll catch him the next fucking day.
Oh, don't they? Give him time to relax. I don't know.
Why do you sound like Napoleon Dynamite right now?
But they did find him soon after. He had just committed another burglary. Why didn't he just run? I don't know. He's just still in the neighborhood hanging out, stealing shit. But they found him hiding in a dumpster. So they did get him, found guilty of murder, convicted of 3 life sentences. Okay, this was back in the mid to late 80s. Okay, but then in 2017, Massachusetts changed their juvenile laws to where they would give juveniles a chance to state their case and I guess have a chance for parole. 2017.
So if you were in jail for a crime you committed as a child, they were re-giving kids in a parole situation.
Right, giving them an opportunity to stay there,
Gotcha.
Well, I guess he said all the right thing. He's, I'm so sorry, what I did was terrible, taking the life of a pregnant mother and her children, it's unforgivable. He said all these things, but I guess the psych evaluation, he did not pass. They said...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They never saw that coming.
Did not have enough empathy to, at all to show that he meant what he was saying, and they did, I think, end up diagnosing him with antisocial personality disorder. Okay, so there's a lack of empathy.
Yeah.
And he was sentenced to another 45 years. So I believe he's still there rotting in prison now.
45 years, though.
Yeah, 45 years. Yeah, so this is in 87, so that would put him, he was born in 70.
Can you do that? I can't do that. 45 years.
So he would be 54 now? Yeah, not very old. I mean, he's still... he could possibly get out before he's 100.
Well, let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope he rots in that fucking prison and dies a slow, painful death.
So, he went from 3 life sentences to now he could possibly get out. I got an uncle that's 96.
We're not going to hope he gets out, though. We want him to die in there. That is the hope. That's is that motherfucker
That's the goal.
Dies and rots and nobody finds him.
It's possible. He could get one more in for... that's terrible. I'm sorry. But no, I believe it was antisocial personality disorder is what they confirmed at
So, when he was a fucking child, if his psychiatrist wasn't fucking touching him...
Right.
They probably could have actually... Because obviously his parents...
They could have prevented it, probably.
His parents knew something was wrong. They did the right fucking thing in the 80s, which does not happen.
Yeah, to actually see a psychiatrist in the 80s.
And then the psychiatrist takes advantage of him.
Right. Yeah.
No wonder we're fucked. I don't love... The person who did this, but he had no chance.
Yeah. And it started as little stuff. It's
burglaries.
How did it turn into? I'm not saying burglary is okay, but
no, but it's not.
How
fucking
did it
murder.
go from that to killing a whole family? How did how does that happen?
I'm surprised he never did anything to the first family. Actually,
yeah, true. Maybe he actually cared for her. They said he had no signs of empathy, but maybe he actually cared for her. I guess he did threaten to kill them, though.
Okay.
And he did have the hatchet and the wrench. So maybe he had plans to fuck something up, but
But
he
just
lived
waited
there 3
until...
weeks and he didn't do anything. And he had anger for the dad.
Okay, here's another thing. He lived there?
It said lived in the... Like, how did his mom not notice?
I was going to say, he's a 15, 16-year-old boy. I could understand, like, sneaking out at night
Maybe he
and
was
hiding
in and out
walls,
because
but, like,
it said lived, but
like, then that's bad on Mama because
I
where
think
the
it
fuck's
was
your
more
kid?
of a hideout. I think he was in and out because I would think the mom would notice, like, my psychotic child is not home for 3 weeks.
Right. I don't actually think I knew that one. Good job.
Thank you. I was surprised. I found one I thought sounded a little different anyway.
Right.
Still fucked up though. Like,
they're
I know
all
it's
fucked
not
up.
anything compared to like the long-term serial killer stories, but like
they all mean
bad.
something, and the whole reason people do these podcasts or listen to these podcasts or even write stories about them is so these people are fucking remembered.
Yeah.
Like, this happened to that family.
Yeah.
And you got to remember him somehow. Like, keep talking about it. Keep telling the horrible things they did. Yeah.
I guess the dad, or the husband, that Andrew Gustafson, I guess he did eventually die of a heart attack. But he had remarried and everything.
Broken heart or something.
Yeah, he'd remarried, and I guess the wife said he never stopped, like, just being sick over it. Just, like, he never was able to give up or move on at all. Even
Would you?
No, absolutely not.
I'm surprised he remarried because I don't even think I would be a shell of a human.
Yeah.
I would also hate myself for running out of the fucking house and not checking out my...
God.
I am not dissing him in any way. That was how he expressed his moment
head
in
said,
grief.
If my wife looks like that, I can't imagine where my kids are. I can get... But still, how can you not at least look and try? Like, maybe they're in a closet hiding.
But that's what we would do, not him.
Yeah.
Like, other people probably wouldn't run and look either. So, we can't really fault him for that, I guess. So, I take back what I just said.
These things make me sick, though. Like, they make me sick inside. Like...
What, the true crimes?
Yeah.
Do you want to stop doing them?
I don't know. They're interesting, though. I don't know.
We'll talk about it later.
What do you all think? Should we keep doing it?
What are you doing in the microphone? It sounds like you're going
eating
static.
candy. I'm my nervous candy eating.
We're doing candy. What do they all think? What are 2 listeners?
Our 2 listeners out there who never actually say anything, you are welcome to say something. Let us know if you like the true climb. I can never say that.
If you like the true climb, you can tell us so at only if you can keep up at gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Later, Gators.
Bye.